Hi, I'm Eleanor Goodman from Bazaar magazine and you're watching UBR TV. My boss made me interview a man who fucked a dolphin. The dolphin committed suicide. I am production editor at Bazaar magazine, which means that I commission features, manage the workflow of the magazine and make sure that we hit our deadlines on time. I also edit the books and music sections and I'm the music editor for the magazine. A typical day for me is coming in at 10 and I go through some of my emails, and they could be from book publishers or PRs, or they could be from writers that we use on the magazine, and then I'll get everyone together and we'll have a quick meeting for 10 minutes or so and decide what everyone's doing during the day, and that helps bring everyone together. And then after that we'll go off and do our separate things. I might sub a piece, which just means making sure it's factually accurate, fits our style, is legally safe, or I might give something to our freelancer to sub, making sure that everything's coming in on time, that our contributors are bringing their stuff in on time, that all the pictures that we need are in the right places, making sure the magazine's running properly day to day and that everything's working as it should. I did a degree in English Lit at Sheffield and then a postgrad in magazine journalism at City University in London. And while I was there I did quite a lot of placements on different magazines, but I actually ended up doing a graduate traineeship with a company that specialised in business journalism, working on titles like cabinet maker for furniture retail, and I ended up on building for the construction industry. Alongside that I was also freelancing for other magazines. I've been writing about music since I was 18 and I was writing for Rock Sound at the time. So I emailed my boss, my now boss, David McComb, who's the editor of Bazaar, just telling him a bit about what I'd been doing and I was interested in the magazine. And then I left building and ended up getting the job in Bazaar, and I've been here now for about 3 years and I've really enjoyed my time here so far. The best thing about working at Bazaar is probably the amazing stuff that we see each day. No day is the same. I could come into the office and see a picture of a woman riding on a cow. I could open an email and have a link to a new album about zombies. I could have a conversation with somebody about the latest horror movie. The best thing about working at Bazaar is that literally every day there are so many different surprises and weird things to look at. I don't think I'd get that in any other job. We also do the Bazaar Ball, which is obviously a massive event for us, and we have so many performers. So anything the Circus of Horrors have done is probably high up there on my list of weird stuff. Poking needles through their faces or doing weird contortion is always interesting to see. When we're looking for bands to feature in Bazaar magazine, we look for bands that have something strange or unusual about them. Obviously we're called Bazaar magazine, so that could be the image, the way they look. Obviously pictures are very important to us, so if a band has a strange picture it immediately grabs our attention. Sound is very important to us. If a band has a strange sound or uses strange instruments, that's interesting to us. And also they might be writing about something weird, like maybe doing a concept album on a strange theme or something that's just a bit out of the ordinary. And beyond even those things, we just look for bands that have a lot of energy, a lot of things to say, a lot of things to bring, anything that's going to be interesting for our readers to read about. The most bizarre thing that's happened to me is a really difficult question to answer because we get so much weird stuff on a day-to-day basis. I met Nicky Six a couple of weeks ago for a feature we did, and that was really interesting. He was really lively, full of anecdotes. That was at the Sanctum Hotel, which is obviously partly owned by Iron Maiden's management, so it was cool to speak to him there. And other people that I've met have been really fascinating, like Dave Mustaine. When he was introduced to me by the PR, said he really loved Bazaar and gave me a massive hug. And it was like being hugged by a spaceman or a marshmallow or something. He just had this massive puffer jacket on made of silver, so that was really weird. I think we're very lucky on the magazine because people are very receptive to Bazaar because we don't have a PR-driven agenda and we can kind of get away with what we like most of the time.